The first condo community I'd like to talk about is the Lindberg Village subdivision in West Lafayette. Now, Lindberg Village is directly west of West Lafayette. This is one of those neighborhoods that I was talking about that is in West Lafayette, in that it has a West Lafayette mailing address, but it is not in the corporation limits of West Lafayette. So I'm just going to bring up the map here. I need to see which one looks better. Probably this one. So Lindberg Village is, like I said, directly west of West Lafayette. So it's bordered on the north by 250 North, which is Cumberland Avenue, on the south by Lindberg Road, and on the east by Klondike Road. The entrances are from the north and south. And let's zoom out here just a little bit, and we can see that Purdue University is kind of down over here in this quadrant, just over me, and here is Lindberg Village. And let's get some directions. I always use Stewart Center at Purdue University as a good central place because at Purdue University, Stewart Center is kind of in the middle of the campus, north to south. Up to the north, you have the engineering campus, you have Armstrong, and of course you have Mackey up here. But then down to the south is where the ag campus is, the small animal hospital down here at the bottom. So I like using Stewart Center just as a great median location. And we can see here when we pull up the directions that Lindberg Village is about 5 miles, 11 minutes. So it's a straight shot out over to the new 231 bypass on Cumberland, down to State Street and over. It's basically super quick. This bypass is a brand new 4-lane divided highway, super quick to get up and down. There are lots of roundabouts between here and here, so getting there quickly by car is pretty easy. And it is outside the C-Pass parking boundary, which is roughly around campus in this general vicinity here. So you can get a C-Pass, which means that you get a commuter pass, which includes parking lots down here on the south end of campus, down here at the Purdue Airport, or up north of the football stadium. But that means that once you get to those destinations, you either have to hoof quite a long way or hop on a bus. Now, if you are faculty and staff and you're eligible for either an A or a B pass, then of course you can park anywhere else that you would normally park with your A and B pass. But if you're a student, if you're an undergrad or a graduate student who is only eligible for a C commuter pass, then it's the north lots or the south lots. I talk a lot about public transit, our lack of, and I'm just going to swap to public transit. And right now the estimate puts us at 60 minutes. And this is one of the problems with City Bus here in the area. I'm going to switch to the map view. One of the problems with City Bus is their campus routes are really based around business hours and the daytime. So I'm going to change our departure time to tomorrow. I went the long way around here. Go tomorrow morning, mid-morning. And we'll see here, it becomes a whole lot shorter. It's only 30 minutes. But here's the problem, and why this is probably not a great solution if the bus is your primary way of getting around. I have put the pin here in the middle of the neighborhood, but you have to walk about 17 minutes, the better part of a mile, 0.8 miles from the middle of the neighborhood out here to Klondike and Rosewood. That is quite a hike. This is a relatively large and busy roundabout. This is not a great place to catch the bus. I wish our public transit was better here in the Lafayette area. Unfortunately, it's just not. Lindberg Village is a dual development neighborhood. Some of the neighborhoods that we're going to talk about are condos only. They're only condominiums. But this particular neighborhood is a larger neighborhood that consists of both single family and duplexes. And so in some cases, some condo buildings are traditional. When you think of condo, you think like a high rise, like a condo down in Miami sort of thing. Condos here are generally going to be connected homes, usually duplexes, sometimes quads. You will see some other configuration, but that is the bulk of them. They are in the Tippecanoe School Corporation. It is not West Lafayette schools. And over the last year, the homes in Lindberg Village have sold anywhere between $235,000 and $410,000. They've had a pretty good clip of sales. They've had 20 sold in the last 12 months, so not quite 2 a month, with a average sale price of $305,000 and an average time on market of just under 3 weeks. And right now, there is nothing for sale in Lindberg Village. So I'd like to show you one more thing about Lindberg, and that is the divides. So let's go back here. Let me put this back to full screen. So here we are. We're looking at Lindberg. It's this green area here in the middle. So we can see it's a kind of a 4-lobed neighborhood. So north, these are the duplexes. These are the condos. South and west are all single family, as are the homes to the east. So you're really looking at this section here. A lot of these homes are available for rent. They are under sometimes property management companies, while individuals might own them in the greater Lafayette area. Chances are, even if you're dealing with a landlord, they've probably put their home under a property management company. On occasion, you can find somebody who will rent to you directly, but a lot of these are for rent already. So if you're looking to rent a condo, this is a good place to look. If you're looking to buy a condo, this is one of the few places that actually has condos in West Lafayette. So you just have to wait for one to become available. But that also means that when it becomes available, you got to be ready to go, which means you need to have your pre-approval and you need to have some idea of what it is you're looking for ahead of time. So that is Lindberg Village. Large neighborhood directly west of West Lafayette, approximately 90 duplex buildings, which is about 180 actual homes, and another actually more than 113. It's closer to a little north of 300 single family homes. So that's Lindberg Village. Anybody interested in that? If you are, send me a message here, or you can go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube and fill out the form, and let's talk.